Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. Back again. We thought we'd do a sit-down morning coffee. We've been, since we got our never-ending, endless data, we've been watching a lot of videos, but catching up on a lot of our friends and subscribers' videos, and then watching a lot of homesteading and off-the-grid videos. And the first thing I want to put out there, and Miss Kitty, we had to start over because she says I'm too dang gnarly or something. But
emotional.
But the first thing I want to say is to the guy that's sitting there or watching on your phone or your computer at home right now, man, you only got $5 in your pocket, and how would I ever do it? You can do it, man. Mm-hmm. You know, that's, man, I always tell people when they're, you know, man, I want to live like that, and I want to do that, but, you know, man, I ain't got no money, man. I always tell them, you know, just like the Nike commercial, man, just do it. Mm-hmm. You know, man, we came and we did it, yeah, you know, with nothing, man. We lost, yeah, you know, everything. But anyway, so we're watching these videos. Gotta be careful what I go, because Miss Kitty gets crazy. But I'm watching these videos, and man, there is some good videos, man. And I don't, man, everybody needs to, you know,
do something.
Get back to the land. Whether, man, they're doing permaculture in the background in L.A. or on the top of a building, or, you know, everybody, man, needs to make that connection. That's part of the problem with mankind and the human race right now, is they've lost connection to the Mother Earth. So everybody needs to get back to that. But I found on the newer videos, you know, you were saying that we've been basically unconnected for 4 years.
Yeah, without having the internet, endless. We've had internet, obviously, but to be able to explore and stuff, we've pretty much been isolated for 4 years, directly to, you know, our viewers and subscribers and everybody here in our little circle. So. Right. It's been, there's a lot of information out there.
A lot of information, and then a lot of stuff that I think's hogwash too.
Yeah.
You know, man, a lot of, you know, man, a lot of the videos that I've been watching, you know, because of course when you're doing it, you're trying to find something similar or close to, you know, what we're doing. And, you know, our friends Doug and Stacy, man, they're pretty close to, you know, I mean, they're doing it. You know, we have a handful of, I got the, it's a boy over in eastern Idaho that just started doing his channel. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of people doing it, but I found a lot of, Kitty hates when I call them that, but yuppies, man, a lot of, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, man, but there's, you know, but, man, some of the stuff I watched is, man, they come in with, they buy this homestead or this off-the-grid cabin that is completely decked out. I mean, you know, they didn't build it, man. They just bought it that way, which, man,
it'd be a really comfortable way to live.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
and there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's, man, hallelujah. But then they're preaching to me how to build. You know, they buy this, I don't know, man, $300,000, $100,000, $200,000 off the grid, already set up, you know, man, place, and then they're trying to give me the input on how to do what, you know, what I'm doing is
two different.
Yeah, totally two different worlds, man. And I'm not, I mean, man, all the power to them. I wish I had buttloads of money to do that. But what I wanted to do this video is just to get our take and input out there. You know, we've been part of this movement for quite some time, you know, and we were watching videos and stuff, you know, 8 years ago, or what, you know, a long time we've been watching and, you know, doing what we could. You know, we were doing permaculture and raising animals, you know, right on the outskirts of the, you know, the city, big city, well, big city in Idaho, but a big city to us. You know, we were on the outskirts down there in the flatlands doing it there. So basically what I wanted to get on and, you know, basically is our people, you know, our normal kind of people. You know, we had this dream forever since, you know, I mean, since we were kids, and you don't need it's a lot of footwork, but you don't need, our magic number when we started looking for property was to have $5,000. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, we did what we could. We sold everything, you know, and we ended up getting, and I'm telling you, we had a little Toyota that my daughter's got now, and we spent over $1,000 in fuel in a little Toyota that was getting 20-something miles a gallon.
Almost 40, actually, because when we drove the highway, it was about 40.
That's right, because it had some weird quirk and it was getting amazing. But we ended up spending, wasn't it $1,000 we figured up? Yeah, and I mean, I can't remember how many miles, but I mean, we went everywhere. So no matter where you're at in the country or world, you know, I mean, other countries, I don't know what their rules and stuff are and stuff. But anyway, is, you know, the real homestead, and, you know, that's, we call it the homestead, but you have to buy your property. You know, there ain't no going out there and staking your property.
Over.
Yeah, that's over, man. It ended, you know, early in our marriage. You can still do a little bit of it.
Here in Idaho, yeah.
Right, but anyway, so, man, my main thing is to tell you that sitting there thinking that you'll never be able to do it, man, if this is your dream, just do it.
Yeah.
Man, and you just got to start putting, you got to go all in, man.
Yeah.
Then, like I always tell everybody, keep your eye on the prize. Yeah. Man, because I wouldn't give it up. Man, there's tough times, you know, this winter, if you watch my videos, has been definitely a test, man, because, you know,
I want to say when he said that we sold everything, you know, come up with that magic number to get the property, sold a bunch of stuff off. When we made our final trip of moving all of our personal items up here, how much money did we have in our pocket that last day?
We had none. I actually...
$0. That's nothing in the bank. That's nothing in our pocket. $0.
And I left a lot of money worth of stuff down. Made a few phone calls to junker friends of mine and stuff, and said, "Dude, go get, you know, whatever you want." But I borrowed $100 for fuel to make our last trip up here, and we loaded down the trailer and the beast, and said, man, that's it. And we stuck everything we could, and we piled everything up down at that place down there, and, you know, like I said, made some phone calls, and, you know, just left it, man. We lost a lot of money worth of stuff doing that. So, I mean, like I said, you just do it. But anyway, so we had, you know, had that, you know, got to that magic number, that $5,000 number, and started doing the leg work. And like I said, we traveled and traveled and traveled, and everything that we'd find under 100 miles, we were trying to stay close because the kids were especially Cara was planning on staying down there because she had a boyfriend and all this, so we were trying to stay within close because we knew grandbabies and all that was coming, which we knew Katie and Tim were going to follow us, but
eventually.
Anyway, so we were trying to stay close and found that in Idaho City is where we really, you know, in Boise County is where we really thought we were going to end up. And the prices were too high, man, and we couldn't find it. We were looking for an owner carry because when we lost everything, we lost our credit. You know, we had no credit, you know, other than terrible. Really had no money. You know, had this little bit of a nest egg, very, you know, it was actually under $5,000. So we ended up expanding out and going out farther. And we found, you know, the farther you got away from the flatlands or the big city of Boise and stuff, the farther you got out, the cheaper stuff was. So we ended up, man, the hunt, it went on for months and months and months. And when we first started, we were still both working a job. I was driving, or actually I wasn't driving a tow truck. I was actually working in an office and stuff, building a site. But anyway, so we traveled every second we got, man, look online for property, and we found real early with that little bit of money that no real estate agent was going to help you. There wasn't nothing in it.
Yeah, they do what they could, but they're not going to make enough money
to
do the legwork. You got to do the legwork yourself.
Yep. So we started looking, and we had this one and one other piece of property that they do the owner carry, and this one we ended up as 4 acres and was it $40,000 or $45,000 or something, you know, and we didn't know we were buying a lake at the time, but anyway, so we ended up getting into this one for under, I think it was around $4,000 down, and then like $400 a month, you know, which, I mean, that's pretty doable. But you got to remember, you know, especially being a poor boy, is you've got to have a way to make an income. Because like moving farther away from the flatlands, because down there,
you can't commute.
No, man, down there right now I could load up my truck, go down there, and get right back into the swing of things, you know, with Craigslist and auctions and all that. You know, that's down there. I know how to make money quick. Moving up here, you know, man, other than our doing our online, you know, our eBay and our Etsy and stuff, and we were doing Blue Jay too at the time.
Yeah,
but online sales. And when we got on here, there was no internet service. I keep looking at the clock to make sure this thing don't run out. I should have put the big chip. But so I guess the next section would be going into you know, wherever you find out, you know, being a poor boy, you got to know that you're going to be able to make a few bucks because you got to pay your, you know, because you do the owner carry, you still got to make your payments on your property. Ours is on a 10-year deal. You know, we're almost halfway there. So you've got to have a way to make an income, you know, and if there's, you know, and you can get a local job. The kids all came up here and got, you know, local jobs. It's funny because people were telling us, oh, man, they won't be able to find nothing up there, and nobody will accept you in that around there. And man, the kids within 3 months, because they ended up following us up here within 3 months.
Actually, Tim was out there.
Oh yeah, that's true, man. Within weeks, man, they were all, man, they just went, you know, and now they're all, you know, have moved their way up and everything. Everybody loves them. It's great for them, all that. But as far as for us, you know, being junkers and all that, and treasure hunters, especially and we moved up here. We moved on this property full time in October, right before, you know, so we had to get firewood up. It was, man,
shelter.
Yeah, shelter. That's because I built this, you know, and all recycled. And this cabin, because now we'll go into, you know, how you build your, once you come up with that magic number, man. And I think you could really probably get, if you find the right person, and a piece of property has been sitting probably $2,500. And I know, man, when you're poor and you only got $5 in your pocket, that sounds like $1 million, because I understand that. But, you know, man, sell off stuff. You ain't going to need a lot of that city crap anyway.
Washers and dryers.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, all that. You know, and it's all that's all replaceable. And if it gives you a little, you know, man, this is $100, this is $100. You know, pretty soon, bam. So, what the heck? I got sidelined off that. What was I? Where was
building
I
shelter.
Oh, so building shelter. See now, this cabin, and this is something you can do, you know, if you're still living in the city, and I said just do it, is start collecting, man. Look on Craigslist, because down there in the city, man, I'd go down there and get a load of wood in the back, you know, fill up the beast with, you know, cut off 2x4s and stuff with nails, and man, they got free wood on Craigslist all the time that you can go pick up piles. You go pick up pallets, you know, there's so much. You get down there in the populated areas, there's so much wood that is just taken, you know, that's just for free. So that's what we did, you know, and I collected and collected and collected. I used to actually sell a lot of reclaimed wood when we were down there too. So man, I collected. A lot of the panels, you can't really see, I'm keep pointing up, but all the walls in here that all looks like barn wood are actually fence pickets from fences I tore down. You know, so I mean, it looks like the old barn wood, which it is barn wood, but it's actually fence wood, cedar. And, you know, and then we went up and all the lodge poles, you know, if you're in a forested area or close to a forested area, all the lodge poles and everything, I went up and, you know, had to get a permit, and that was $25, but cut the lodge poles. What else? You got something? Looking like you were going to say something? No, okay, so then you know, so I had, I put this thing together in 30 days, and I'm actually going to redo because man, the bracing or the beams and stuff need to be beefed up and stuff like that. But I built this thing in 30 days, and I did that $50 cabin. Dude, I had nothing, man, other than I had because I had a nail gun, because we did end up with power on our property, and other than a box of nails and the screw, you know, fasteners and stuff, we had nothing into it other than time. So I built this in 30 days, and off of the Vagabond. Well, we can talk about that too. The Vagabond I found on Craigslist for $200, and towed it home, and you know, started tearing stuff out when we were still down in the flatlands, because I had it pretty much, I say restored it. There's still a lot that needs to be done to it, because I ended up tearing the stuff out that I'd built.
And then we had some leakage. So
right, and stuff like that. But anyway, so I bought this thing for $200. Well, I ended up selling the stove that was in it for $100, and ended up selling the lights for $25 or $30 a piece, because it was the old
emblems.
Yeah, the emblems. We ended up
making money.
Yeah, making quite a bit of money. I think we ended up making around $800 just off of parts and things that we weren't going to use that didn't really matter to us. And so we ended up pocketing like $600 on our Vagabond, 1943 Vagabond. 42.
48.
The 48. I know 40. Actually, it's a 1949 Vagabond. Yeah. Wait, you know, 48, 48. But so, man, you know, there you go, and you can buy. You know, I redo camp trailers, man. I've bought, I don't know.
Oodles and
tons of them for $200 or less. So I mean, you get your land, you can find you a trailer for under $500. You know, so that's, like I said, if you got $5 in your pocket, that's a lot of money. Or you can find one that nobody ever cool seals the top, so the ceiling's all, man, it's an easy fix. You know, you just tear the ceiling out and put new framing. You can buy one buys at the Home Depot for $1 a piece or something like that, you know, and so that would give you some shelter to stay in while you're building. Yeah, instant shelter while you're building your homestead. You know, we actually lucked out, and some friends of us gave us the '69 motorhome over here that actually ran and drove it up here. So we actually stayed in it till I got the Vagabond up here. So I mean, it was, you know, the whole process is on these videos, but I just wanted to get on here and go over you know, some of this.